I'm glad that the French and Indian War is finally over so we can move west and get new land.
But we still haven't finished off the Indians.
We don't have to worry about Pontiac. Let's just go.
But why would you want to go somewhere else? Look at this amazing land.
No, you
Look
don't
out.
take our
Look
land!
out! Christian! Moving west is just way too dangerous.
Yeah, maybe we should stay at our forts and leave the Indians
I
alone.
mean, they've killed Christian and the Jackson family.
The government didn't want us to have any trouble with the Indians.
We should just sign a peace treaty to end the feud.
Yeah, stop the violence and sign the peace treaty.
By signing this, we'll bring peace to our people.
Peace for my people.
Francisco,
Yes, Your Majesty.
see that this is sent to the Virginia House of Burgesses.
What is this about?
It's the proclamation of 1763 preventing anyone move further west than the Appalachian Mountains.
Why can't they move?
Because we don't have enough money to send soldiers to protect them from the Indians.
Right, my highness.
You, sir, what's your name?
Cornelius Wallace III.
Well, Mr. Wallace, I'm going to need you to hang this on the town message board.
What is this?
Proclamation of the King. Read it.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I am. Orders of the king. Now, will you please go hang out on the town message board?
Okay.
What's this?
This is a document from the king stating that we can't move further west. Can you believe this?
Are you serious? I won that land. I beat the Indians. I deserve the land.
Well, I think it's to prevent war with the Indians.
But we beat the Indians once, why can't we just beat them again?
Yeah, I'm a soldier. There's plenty of other soldiers won their land too. We can beat them.
I don't think England has enough money for the troops.
This is stupid.
What?
This is just ridiculous.
I know.
The situation that we are in cannot continue.
We are barely holding on, and we're in major debt, and we need something to get us out of it.
It doesn't take a buggy scientist to figure that out.
I know that, but what are we gonna do?
We could place taxes, but on who?
Oh, we can put taxes on English colonists, but for what?
How do we place taxes on sugar, wine, molasses, coffee, and other goods related to that?
Good idea. Since the French war knocked us into debt, we'll place taxes to get us out of it, and we'll call it the Sugar Act, and it will start as soon as possible.
Oh, Miss Hayes, why is the sugars more expensive than usual? I can't keep buying this when prices are so high.
It's the Sugar Act. The Parliament just passed it. Since we are in debt from the war, they decided to place taxes on important goods.
What? I don't remember voting for this.
We didn't vote. They just did it.
We didn't even have a say. This isn't right.
I know it violates the English Bill of Rights, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yes, there it is. We can stop buying it.
Stop buying goods we need?
Yes.
I'm not okay with them violating the English Bill of Rights, but I don't know if I'm willing to stop buying goods I need.
What are they doing over there, Eric?
They're building barracks to house the British troops, and they're taxing us for it too. Parliament passed a new law, the Quartering Act.
Why do we need troops during peacetime?
No idea, but it might be for protection from the Indians.
You said that they were using our tax money for it? Why can't Great Britain just pay for it themselves?
Because they don't have any money because of the wars.
So Great Britain has no money after all those wars, and they're using our money to build barracks.
Yeah.
Is it even legal to have troops during peacetime?
No, I don't think so. It goes against the Bill of Rights.
Okay, we need another way to raise money from the losses of the war.
What do you mean?
The Sugar Act didn't raise enough money. We should tax something else.
Like what?
Well, how about legal documents like wills, deeds, and other paper products?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. We should call it the Stamp Act.
Sounds great.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's simply outrage. I can't stand
The Committees of Correspondence and the Sons and Daughters of Liberty have gathered here today to discuss the British and their unfair taxes.
Yes, the British have passed the Stamp Act, as most of you know.
This is outrageous.
Calm down, everyone. We need to stick together if we want to attempt to fix this.
The Committees of Correspondence will write letters to warn others. We need to fix this by refusing to buy British goods. And the Sons of Liberty will protest and boycott the British goods, and we need you guys to help.
I've told several people around where I live that tax collectors are foolish.
That's exactly what we need. We need to make our own goods so that we don't need to buy from the British.
Agreed.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Here's that English clock you ordered.
Whoa, hey. What do you think you're doing? What are these British goods? Maybe if you stop buying these, the laws might just change.
Yeah, if you want to help us boycott against Parliament's taxes, then you can't buy English goods.
Even though the products are very beautiful and very useful, I love nothing more than to change taxes in America.
I really
What are you doing?
Hey, leave him
Tar
alone.
Slytherin.
Leave him alone.
What are you doing?
My good people of America, we all love that country and want that country to restore to its natural beauty. But for us to pay English taxes is absolutely ridiculous. We don't have a say in anything. I say we boycott. If we refuse these goods, Parliament will allow our voice in making decisions. Also, I say, no taxation without representation. Who's with me? Good morning, Mr. Riggles.
Good morning.
'Tis a shame we must discuss such a dreadful matter on such a glorious morn.
I agree, but unfortunately the English government is pressing us with taxes that are unfair and unjust.
Yes, quite true.
Something drastic must be done, and fast.
Surely the people will follow behind us and boycott if we bid them to.
Agreed. The English will surely be upset and rise against these acts of treason.
I suppose we will see what the other leaders of the colony say. Soon our problems will be solved.
So,
this is ridiculous. I cannot believe
Order!
Okay.
Let's get this meeting over with. I have a family to get back to.
Yes, we've all come from colonies that aren't here.
Why are we even here?
We are here to discuss the madness of the Stamp
And
Act.
protest against the British.
This protest must be organized so that we do not get the people out of control.
All in favor of holding a unified protest by boycotting British goods, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Alright, so you gotta
So
contact
you
them.
go to your colony
Okay.
and tell them this is not okay.
As you all may know, colonists in America are very unhappy with the Stamp Act, and I too believe this law must be discontinued.
This law, made by former Prime Minister George Grenville, was made to raise revenues for the British Army, for the colonists' own protection in America.
We can defend ourselves. There is no need to buy a stamp for every official document we obtain.
Mr. Franklin, and must I bring up the violent actions and protests and organized attacks the colonists have been causing? Also, the boycott and refusal of buying British goods is harming your mother country that gave you everything. They surely do not deserve to have their requests met just because they make a scene. British law must be enforced. Do not forget where you and all the colonists stand and what your jobs are in America, Mr. Franklin.
We had no say in this law. This is taxation without representation. We protest because we want this unjust law to be repealed, and will continue until our voice is heard. The boycott on British goods is hurting British companies, and the amount of income is surely decreasing by now.
Yes, that is true. Very well, Mr. Franklin. The Stamp Act will be repealed. I understand that the tax collectors and companies would all do better without your boycotts and attacks. I will remind you, Mr. Franklin, and all the colonists that The purpose of the colonies is to bring revenue to the mother country.
How's your kids?
They're doing good.
Great.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Ma'am.
I'll be right back with their ale.
Thank you.
James, Sebastian.
Hey, Rose.
Hey. Hey, how you about to repeal the Stamp Act?
Yeah, everyone knows. It's about time. Why would they even make that law?
I guess them for the power and the money.
Yeah, they raised my taxes by 10 cents for no reason. I'm glad they repealed it.
Same here.
Some weather we're having out there.
Yes, very nice. So how's the job going?
It's going pretty good. We're just building.
Letter for James Cyrus.
They've done it again! Ugh!
Who's done what again?
The British legislature. They've made another law called the Declaratory Act, which states that the British Parliament have the full right and authority to make laws and to bind colonies of the people of America. This is just going to make every American more mad. It's going to start more conflicts and boycotts. They act like they're our owners and they can just tell us what they want.
This is outrageous. I can't believe they've claimed power over us.
Oh my gosh, this isn't right.
We will not settle for this. Law will be repealed, one way or another.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We're not going to stick with that.
Oh
We
my
have to do
gosh.
something with this. We have to tell them.
Makes me upset.
So, John, did you hear about the merchant that got taxed for bringing in illegal imported
My dear
goods?
husband, there's something wrong with the British Parliament.
Honey, I was just talking with Mr. Dickinson over here. What's wrong?
Tea, paper, paint, glass, and lead are all being taxed by the foolish British Parliament. It's the Townsend Acts.
What? You know what? I'm putting the Dickinson family name to good use in protesting against this.
Agreed. This is outrageous. I'll make sure to gather the Sons of Liberty and boycott with you. Are you up for it?
Boycott? I'm talking about writing essays and explaining my thoughts. But a boycott may show the British Parliament what trouble they're causing us.
We have a big problem on our hands. This is taxation without representation.
What caused this outrage?
It's because of the French and Indian War. It left the British Treasury empty, leaving them in debt. They need our money. They also want to show that they have authority in these colonies. This is crazy. First they bring the Stamp Act on us, now this.
I'm upset beyond belief. Essays are the base of showing feeling, and the world is going to know my thoughts on the Townsend Acts. I'm leaving right this instant.
I hope this works.
Open up in the name of the king.
Yes, officer. Sorry, I was gardening out back.
Are you the man of this house?
Yes, sir, I am. May I be of service?
I'm coming in. I'm going to search your house.
No. You can't do that. Where is your search warrant?
Right here. These writs of assistance allow me to search your home for smuggled molasses and sugar whenever I feel it. Now get out of my way because I don't have to tell you what I'm going to search for.
I'm telling you, you're not going to find anything. I paid taxes on all of this stuff.
Aha! This is what I mean. This was illegally imported from Italy. I'm having you arrested.
This isn't fair. You were making this up just to make a scene and get me arrested.
Quite, Simpson. Have you been reading the print lately? Britain put a tax on molasses and sugar 30 years ago. You broke the law and you're arrested.
So how was school today, girls? It was good. At recess, I played with Maribel and Anna. They're my best friends.
Well, that sounds fun.
Mama, can we go to the market?
No, not today.
Why
We can't
not,
go in there.
please?
I know that you are really young to understand this, but we are in the middle of a boycott.
What's a boycott?
A boycott is when you stop buying certain things like paints and hope that you will get your message across.
What message?
Well, you see, this all started because Parliament and the King have raised taxes to pay for war. This means Mommy has to pay more money when I buy things. There are other laws, like the writs of assistance, that we don't like either.
Why don't you like them?
Because the law takes our rights away.
Who takes them?
People called Parliament.
Who's Parliament?
Parliament is a group of people that are in charge of England. But people here in the New World, we are boycotting because we are upset because we don't elect Parliament. People in England do.
So why doesn't Parliament change the laws to make people happy?
Well, you see, we aren't the only ones upset by this. Parliament is upset too because when they need money, it is hard because we cannot come to an agreement.
But if no one is buying stuff, they can't get money.
You're right, and that hurts the people who make the goods. So those people go to government and complain.
The government doesn't like complaining.
Yes, you are absolutely right. It is a big deal that is hard to compromise for.
What's a compromise?
I'll tell you what. I think we've talked about this enough. How about if we go and get some ice cream?
Yay!
Is there anything we can do at this point?
Our patrol.
Yeah, it's good.
Why are they still here? They think they can just boss us around. We'll show them.
They don't need to be here. We can manage ourselves.
This is unfair. We don't need them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, look! Over there! They're on guard duty. Let's go get them.
Hey, no taxation without representation.
Leave. We don't want you here.
Yeah.
Go!
Yeah.
Watch it out! Get away!
Fire, we dare you.
Did he say fire?
She's
What
fired.
have you done? Oh my God!
No! Get your Boston Globe right here. Boston Globe, only 1 farthing. Boston Globe.
I'll take one.
Right, here you go, Governor.
Boston colonists shot at.
Did you see this picture by Paul Revere? How could you, Brits?
That's not at all what happened. Paul's a member of the Sons of Liberty. They're making everything look like it's our fault.
I don't believe you. You massacred our people.
Colonists upset at being shot at. Could this be a start of a rebellion?
This is outrageous. What are we going to do about these colonists? They keep getting upset about the taxes.
I don't know. It's getting out of
Order, order.
Yeah, it is.
These town snacks are costing the British companies too much money. Nobody is buying British goods, so we aren't making money.
Well, what should we do about these taxes?
We aren't benefiting from any of these taxes. We need to make a decision about what we are going to do.
Why don't we just keep the taxes on these goods? The colonists will eventually need to buy the products. No, the colonists will keep protesting and things will get worse. The Boston shooting has already stirred up the colonists. Maybe we should keep the tax on tea. Why would we keep the tax on tea if we're taking all the other taxes off?
We would keep the tax on tea to show that we still control the colonists.
Then we shall vote. Those who support the repeal of the Townsend Act say aye.
Aye.
Those who think we should keep these taxes say nay.
Nay.
The ayes have won. We will repeal the Townsend Acts under one condition. We shall keep the taxes on tea.
Why tea? Why not lead or glass?
Because it's popular in the colonies. The colonists need to know we still have power. We are repealing the Townsend Acts but keeping the tax on tea, and that is final.
Enter. Ah, Mr. Smith.
Sir, we are having problems at the British East India Company. With the famine in India and the American unrest, we have lost thousands of dollars and we need your help.
What do you expect us to do about it? We're having problems of our own.
Please listen, we have 18 million pounds of tea that needs to be sold so we can make our money back.
I think I have an idea that could help the both of us. Let me think it over.
Thank you, you will not regret this.
How will we bail them out?
We know how the colonists love tea, right?
Right?
We'll make the British East India Company tea the only tea that they can buy. We'll make it cheaper, but we'll still tax them.
That's brilliant. The British East India Company will make some money. We'll make ours back too.
Of course, it's shrewd. The colonists will love this. Cheap tea. All in favor of the Tea Act, the act that will bail out the British East India Company and allow us to make money off of taxing the Americans, say aye.
Aye.
All that oppose?
No.
It seems that the ayes have it.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Oh, hello, Sally.
Say, why is the price of tea so low?
Did you not hear about the Tea Act? The British government gave a monopoly to the British East India Company. I feel so bad for those other tea merchants, especially my brother. He's getting no business and he has no other way to support his family.
I'm so sorry. We cannot allow Britain to do this. This is tyranny.
It is. No taxation without representation.
This is wrong. We should not be taxed without a say.
We shouldn't, but all I can tell you is this. The tea is cheaper, except it's still taxed.
Didn't they repeal those Townsend Acts? This is an outrage.
It is. We need to show them that we can govern ourselves. They do need to repeal the Tea Act.
So we're really doing this. Well, what happens when we get caught?
Yes, if we don't, we're gonna have to keep being the British as puppets.
No, you're right.
Of course I'm right. Weren't you angry when they passed the Tea Act without our say?
Yeah.
We should be in control. They're thousands of miles away.
They put our local tea merchants out of business.
They cut the price to trick us.
Yeah, that's...
They should be able to do that.
It's set, gentlemen. We're having a tea party tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's
go.
Take that, Brits.
Sons of Liberty rule.
Boston Harbor a teapot tonight.
So what's Britain going to do when they find out about this one?
I don't care. It's too late to change our minds.
They'll definitely be mad.
This is horrible!
What's wrong?
King George has just passed these 5 laws. They're intolerable.
What are they?
Let's see here. I'll look at it. Hello?
What's for dinner? Smells delightful.
Oh, we're just supposed to let you in and feed you and let you sleep in our beds, right?
What? He can't barge in here and demand hospitality?
Actually, he can. It would be against the Quartering Act to make him leave. King George sent troops over after the Tea Party to keep an eye on us.
What are the other laws?
Read the newspaper. I don't remember.
What? We don't have nearly as many self-governmental rights. And the Boston port closes today? British officials are being taken to England for trial, and Quebec has gotten even bigger. Parliament is ruining our lives. People must be furious.
What did I tell you?
I'm not mad. I get free food and you snobs have to make it for me.
Wait, I ordered goods that are supposed to be arriving today. What do I do?
Maybe if we're fast, we could get to the port before it officially closes. Come on, let's go.
Let's? How about you go? I'm gonna stay here and take a nap.
Thanks for your help.
Come on, let's close it soon.
No, we were so close.
Excuse me? We're just here to pick up those goods. They arrived today.
Oh, these goods? Yes, my beans and bananas.
The port is closed. Oops!
No!
Hey, I was gonna eat those.
You should be pros at this, considering the Boston Tea Party.
It was completely unnecessary.
So was the Tea Party. Now get out of here. The port is closed.
The first meeting of the Continental Congress is now in session. We have been elected to come here today and discuss the unfair offenses Britain has made through the Intolerable Acts.
They've no right in forcing us to let British soldiers come into our home. This is my home, not a hotel.
Yes, and no taxation without representation.
Settle down, settle down. The people chose us for a reason. We do not act like primates.
I say we separate.
Please, gentlemen, there has to be a simpler way or more peaceful way to resolve this issue.
No, they must go. The British should not have any right to lead us. This is our land, not theirs.
Just calm yourself, Patrick. Sir Joseph has a point. Do we really want violence? I'm on Joseph's side.
We will fight if that's what it takes.
Why? Why violence, Sir Adams? We can attempt peaceful reconciliation. We can show them we are still loyal to them and for all the bad things we've done.
Why should we apologize? We did what we thought was right. The Boston Tea Party was necessary. Do you forgive them for the Boston Massacre? Because I know I don't. They were brutal, so why should we be peaceful?
We started it. We sinned. Must ask for forgiveness.
You stupid, inferior Pennsylvanian with your Quaker ways. You're a coward, scared to fight.
Don't you dare judge my state. You're a disgrace to God. And your violent, arrogant, and stubborn thoughts.
I will have order in this room. Patrick, you must have support.
Samuel, bring the letter.
I've read through this letter from Dr. Warren. I say I'm on Patrick's side.
Fine, bring it here, Samuel.
This is foolish. Are you honestly going to give temptation to begin an impossible war?
It recommends a Suffolk resolve. The states that we should protest, boycott, and even stockpile military goods rather than give in to their acts.
This is ridiculous.
Those in favor of the recolonization say aye.
Aye.
Those in favor of the Suffolk resolves?
Aye.
This is a mistake.
No, it's not. It's the best option, and you know it.
The Suffolk resolves are now in effect. Session is dismissed. We will meet again after we see results.
I will be departing for Virginia tomorrow to make sure this plan follows through correctly. So I will see you guys all later.
Good luck, Patrick. Write to me.
Representation!
Independence!
No more Brits!
We don't need England!
We shall boycott! Protest!
No more Brits! No more Brits!
Yeah!
They massacred us, violated us, limited us. They do not own us. This is our country, not theirs.
Yeah!
No more Brits! No more Brits!
We will revolt!
Come on, men. Let's go to Concord where the American colonies are hiding their weapons. When we get there, we'll split up and take the weapons so they have no chance against us.
Yes, sir!
Paul, Samuel, John, I just overheard the British general saying that they're going to head to Concord to take away the citizens' weapons.
Do you know if they're coming by land or sea?
We have to look for the signal.
There it is.
Let's ride! William, you go this way. I'll go that way. Then we'll meet back at Concord.
All right.
The British are coming. 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 The British are coming.
Halt!
Sir, why do the American colonists think that we will allow them to store weapons?
I don't know, but we need to restore our British authority.
Look, the Americans are here.
We can beat them.
You sure?
Yeah. Disperse, you rebels!
Perhaps we should retreat.
Yeah. Who fired? Fire at will! Fire at will! Cease fire! This shot was probably heard around the world.
What about the fighting?
I don't know.
What should we? Like, that's like a big deal.
Order. I don't really know.
Order! We have called the Second Continental Congress meeting to order because many of our Minutemen have been wounded at recent fighting at Lexington Concord. We must take action.
We should organize our militia to create an army.
Yes, we should build an American Continental Army. That's a very good idea. The Army will be able to defend us against the British and any further battles that may take place.
Who should lead it?
Voting should take place to decide.
I agree. Let's vote.
Wait, will the king approve of what we're plotting? Probably not.
Randolph is right. We should attempt to create peace between us and Britain.
We will need to send the king a petition of friendship.
Yes, I think we should. We need to write it and tell him what we want. I will start writing it. Wait, send the king for our petition.
Are you done? It's been 2 weeks.
Yes, it's right here. Let's send it and call it the olive branch petition.
Why would we call it the olive branch petition?
Because an olive branch symbolizes friendship and peace.
Oh, that makes sense. Now let's continue our discussion on who should lead the army.
I propose George Washington. All in favor say aye.
Aye. General Washington.
Congratulations, Washington. You'll organize our troops and lead our army.
I wonder if the king will accept our petition.
Your Majesty, we have just received this from the colonies. I think you should read it immediately.
The nerve of those colonists. Convene Parliament immediately.
Be quiet. The British will hear you.
Sorry.
British, drop your weapons. You are surrounded.
William, who are they?
I don't know.
Who goes there? Ethan Allen, Benedict Arnold, and the Green Mountain Boys. We are here to take over your fort and all of your weapons.
William, we are outnumbered. I think the best thing to do is surrender.
The king will not be happy about this.
I know, but it's pretty much our only choice.
All right, boys, we surrender.
Boys, the cannons are right here. Quickly, go grab them.
We need to hurry, but they have realized that they have been tricked.
All right, let's get these cannons back to Boston for General Washington.
General Washington will be happy to finally have weapons for the war.
Oh, why are we digging? Because the British want to take over the high ground surrounding Boston to stop the siege.
And we don't want them to.
Keep it up, men. We've got a battle to prepare for.
Yes, sir! Here comes the British!
Oh no! What are we gonna do? We barely have any ammunition.
Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. Fire at will!
Which one's Will?
It doesn't matter!
I need ammo!
There is none!
We have no choice but to retreat! Retreat! Ah! Wrong way! I was just looking for Will!
That was epic!
Totally.
What's wrong, Ditsy? We lost the Battle of Bunker Hill.
It's alright. Even though we lost, we taught those British lessons that we can fight. Because they lost more people than us.
Yeah, and we would have won too if we had more ammunition.
Don't worry, we will defeat those British.
If you say so. I'm pretty sure this isn't over, guys. Let's go.
Common sense, get your common sense right here. Come and get it.
Sir, may I ask what this pamphlet is all about?
Well, sir, this pamphlet is about your independence and freedom from the world kingdom of England. If you like to be heard and have a say in the way you live, you would really enjoy this. Oh, and if you didn't know what it's called Common Sense.
I might be interested in this. May I ask a few more questions before I buy it?
Of course you may.
Who wrote it?
Thomas Paine. He felt like everyone should do something to gain independence instead of just sitting around.
Sounds interesting. I'd love to buy it.
1 shilling, please. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, Robert.
Oh, hi.
Have you read this?
I just bought it.
Isn't it amazing? It really makes me want to gain independence and actually try to gain freedom from the king instead of just sitting around and thinking about it.
The king and parliament are going to get really mad about this.
Come on, let's go tell more people about common sense.
The Congress recognizes Richard Henry Lee from Virginia.
I propose that these united colonies are and of the right ought to be free and independent states.
I like that. I've been waiting for freedom from England for a long time.
I don't like it. The king will get mad and maybe even start a war.
I think before we vote on it, we should have someone draw up a statement stating the reason for separation from England.
Yes, Thomas Jefferson should write it.